Back again, active as hell. But anyways, anywho's, I'm showing you how to do a basic wig on Procreate. So the first thing that I've done is get this wig cap by Tyra. She's amazing, and she brought this free wig cap ages ago, and you know, I'm just showing it for the first time in the video and giving credits to her, unlike some people that don't give credits to people. Anyway, now I'm gonna use a hairbrush that I've used on the channel before and I've put down in the description. I'm not sure why it doesn't work for some people.
A few inches later.
But yeah, I'll try to figure it out and search up why. But this part is pretty easy. Just like draw out how you want your straight hair to be. I just started off with straight hair. My first hair tutorial on Procreate was wavy hair that I was copying off on a picture that was beside the mannequin, if you've seen that one. And yeah, so just like take your time doing this, it's pretty simple. When you're doing hairstyles that's going to have the same pattern on the other side, I always like to duplicate the layers. But before I've done that, to get the layers underneath on Procreate is kind of hard when you're a beginner. So what you want to do is tap and hold, and you would get that.
A few moments later.
I forgot to mention, when you duplicate a layer, be careful not to change the size because it gets pixelated afterwards, and it's happened ever since Procreate updated, so yeah, be careful. When you're doing the edges, make sure the brush is kind of small to medium and you're not putting too much pressure while you're using the brush. It's not like ABS paint when you can just put any amount of pressure on the brush, and it doesn't affect how light or bold the brush would come out while you're using it. So yeah, make sure you're not putting too much pressure on the brush because it's going to come out dark. Or if you can't do that, then just like lower the opacity on the brush before using it. Now we're gonna start doing the detailing on the brush using this purple color that I've used before on my channel, and this brush will also be in the description. Every brush I'm using will be in the description because you don't see it when you get the app. So yeah, and if you want to buy brushes, you go on this website I'm going to put in the description where you buy brushes for Procreate and, you know, highlights and stuff like that.
6.5 hours later.
This part is like really hard to do. It's really difficult. Like, it would frustrate you and you need to like take your time because you'd think that you're doing it right, but then when you not have your picture up close, you're gonna see how it's like not in the middle, and it's really annoyed me, and I've retried it so many times. So yeah, take your time. If it doesn't, well, just get it as close as possible, and then after editing it the way you like, then you can move it as how close you wanted it. Make sure when you're erasing, you're creating like a fade effect. And this is what I meant by moving it to how you wanted it. keep taking your time because it does get difficult no matter how simple the hairstyle may seem. So yeah, take your time because yeah, it will look nice at the end and it's all worth it. So when you're doing this part, make sure it's close to the top, so when you're creating your fades, it's all in one and it doesn't look patchy. Now I'm going to show you how to change your hair color from black to whatever you want on Procreate. So change the brightness all the way high up and then go to color balance and mid-tones and change the hair color to however you want. changing the highlight color is different. You gotta go on color balance first, then highlights, and then change it to match the hair color that you've used. Like hair color like mine, you've got to change the hair to yellow and then to pink, and you get red, whatever hair color you've got. And then you can go on brightness and lower it down and just change it up more to balance with your hair color. Then after I do this, I like to use add to make it shine or like more definition, and then I still lower the opacity down. After we've done all this, I drop the main hair color on my hair repaint, and I go on hair base and change the mode to multiply to darken areas that needs to be darkened on your hair repaint, like the top of the hair. It just depends on what hairstyle you've done. Like if you've done wavy hairstyle, you've got to like go under all the waves to add more definition to your hairstyle. Every editor does this. Like it's kind of important before you highlight and do the other details. I thought I showed it, but after you've done the whole darken areas bit, you got to merge the layers down together, the darker ones, and then then you can start to highlight. So I used a glowing hairbrush and I eye drop the lightest area on the hair, and then you gotta not put too much pressure on your brush to highlight, because then it's going to be too harsh when you're blending it in, and that's how you get harsh highlights. So this is how you get smooth ones on your hairy paints. And now when you're done with all the layers, now I'm going to show you how to merge the hair layers down in order without messing up your edit. So first of all, you merge down the first two, and then the darkest detailing bit, and then the highlight layers, and then the wig cap that you used. Then you got to hide the mannequin and the background color layer, and that's how you get your wig. And to know how to put it on, watch my other video. I'll put it also down in the link in the description.